Hi everyone, so these just arrived today from Amazon Japan, and it's 2PM's latest Japanese mini album, With Me Again. And I did a group order for US Hottest, so this is the first of many albums that will be arriving to my house. But I wanted to do a quick unboxing to share what each album version looks like and what they look like inside. I will probably be doing a vlog for the group order that should be coming within the next couple weeks. I meant to do one for the Must albums, but I will admit I was a bit frazzled during that huge group order experience that I didn't really like the footage that came out of that, so I scrapped that video entirely. But I do plan on doing some sort of group order vlog for the rest of the albums that will be arriving for With Me Again. But for now, I'm going to share the version A, version B, and the regular edition. I also have the fan club version coming via proxy, since I've noticed with whenever there's some sort of fan sign or event, you can usually get these albums a lot cheaper secondhand, unopened, which is what I did. So I'll share what that looks like to probably either in the vlog or in a separate video. But to start with, what you see here are the Amazon Japan order benefits for pre-order. And I've shared what these are on my channel before, but these are mega jackets, and they're similar to what they did for their the Best of 2PM in Japan album, as well as Minjun's This Is Not a Song. So these are just really nice little prints of the album art, and you would get each album art mega jacket for each album you ordered. So they would go with each respected cover. I don't know what I do with these because they are too big to go in a binder. Right now I just have them stacked. They would be nice framed, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing that. But for now, they're just going to go with my collection of the other 2PM mega jackets I have. Alright, so now on to the unboxing. I'm going to start with the regular edition first. So it looks like this, and it just comes in a standard jewel case. And there are 5 tracks as seen on the back here. So I already opened this, obviously. That's why the obi strip is tucked away on the inside. It has the price with tax. And then the CD is here, and I believe it's just black on the back there. And this is a very simple, just lyrics book. So nothing too fancy. There are some codes here that I think you can only apply if you live in Japan and have a Japanese phone number. But we have the lyrics again, and then all the credits. And thanks to, oh, and Kuhn has it in English if you would like to zoom in on that. And we have all the credits actually here, so they weren't with the lyrics on each individual song. So we have album participation by Minjun and Wooyoung. This time around, Minjun wrote and composed the title track along with the 4th song here, which I really like too. The 2 new songs other than the title track are By My Side and the 4th song. And then we have the Japanese version of Make It, which Wooyoung worked on for their Korean comeback. And I'll get more into the songs later in this unboxing. Though I will say that I do like the remix of the title track quite a bit. Next we have the version A, or type A. So this is the CD DVD limited edition, and they have this sort of new packaging that's very similar to what they did for the repackaged albums of 2PM at 2PM and Galaxy at 2PM for those full-length albums. And we have the track list here, so it's the same as what was on the regular version, but on the DVD we have the jacket shooting and the music video making, sort of behind the scenes footage. And it does come with a resealable bag, which is nice, though Amazon Japan decided to put a sticker on it that I've been having difficulty taking off. I'll have to use some Google on or something. But yeah, it comes in this nice little box with a photo book and a jewel case. And it has TPM with me again, and all their names. So let's start with the jewel case. So we have roses on the back now, and again, just what's on the discs. And both discs this time are black. The CD and then the DVD is this silver. And in here, this is also where the Photocards are. I already removed them. I'll share them at the end, but we have codes here, and the layer book is going to be basically identical to the regular version. So for this photo book, this is going to be slightly thinner than the Type B, and with a different photo book concept. So this photo book is with the car, and these pictures were also used for the 7net shopping pre-order benefit, which I'm also getting with the group order. So I guess you'll have a better view of those when I do probably like a photocard video update or putting away video. And so these pictures are very glossy, so I'm trying to hold it like this. But we have a lot of nice photos with 2 p.m., cars, and the pretty sunset, and of course roses. And so this is the version that comes with the rose concept photo cards. That again I'll share at the end. And finally we have the Type B version. So this is the extended CD limited edition, and it also comes in a nice little deluxe box, as I call it. And so instead of having a DVD, they have 2 bonus tracks, sort of similar to what they did on Minjun's solo album recently. And it also comes with a resealable bag. And we have a slightly thicker white photo book this time. And then this jewel case, and inside the box is the same as Type A. So starting with the jewel case, we have a picture of the room, the back. And because these were inside the sealable bag, these don't come with the OP strips, in case you thought those were just missing. And this CD is white with the track list. And then inside here is going to be similar, so you'll have a photo card, codes, and then just all the lyrics and credits with the nice sunset clouds. And so for this photo book, we're going to have a different photo concept. So we have them inside that room. And we have very nice glossy paper again. And a lot of these photos were in the teasers, and once I get the Tower Records pre-order benefits and flyers, some of those these images are also used for those. And more roses. Oh, and we also get some car shots here as well. So not as many as Type A. And these look slightly different, which is good. I think some of these might be the jackets for the fan club editions. I'll have to verify that once those arrive. And the end. Okay, now for Photocards. I'm going to start with the regular version. And I ordered my copies along with 2 other people's sets because Amazon Japan limits you to buying just 3 for each CD with the pre-order benefit. For some reason they limit that. I'm not sure why. But to the 3 that came inside those, because I'm also sorting Photocards for them, we got 2 Minjun and this Junho card. And I do like the new style of Photocards they're doing with this comeback. Because there's no high touch in Japan, we don't have the ticket stubs anymore, but they're still the same size as what their older Japanese cards were like, so slightly longer. So they're going to fit in if you put your cards away in a binder, the 8 pocket page or the 6 pocket page. And instead of just uniform backs, they have little messages. So this is Minjun's with the signature, and then Junho's for the regular version. Now for type B, I pulled more duplicates, so I got 2 Taekyun ones with him in the flower, as well as Kuni. And these also have different backs. And I'm pretty sure they say different things. Yeah. 2 p.m. is back, and hottest, I'm not sure what that is, but something cute. And then finally for type A, there are no duplicates this time. So we got Minjun, Wooyoung, and Junho. And what's on the back side for them are some other phrases in their handwriting with their signatures. So as I mentioned before, I really like these Photocards, and I really like the direction they're going with their Photocards now. For their Japanese cards, I liked how consistent they were, but these are so much better because these are not just concept cards. Like these are more of the typical style you'll have for 2 p.m.'s Japanese cards, but I'm glad that they're doing something more like Selka's. And yeah, these are definitely better than a lot of the must cards, so I'm very satisfied with these cards, especially because they changed up how many cards come in each album. So before, they only had a set of 6 plus a group card, but those were all high touch cards, and they changed things up with their last single before they went on group hiatus for their Promise I'll Be single. Was doing 3 different versions of random member cards that were really hard to get. You mostly just pulled group cards because it was for our high touch event. But this time around they have different sets for each album type, which makes collecting a lot easier. Even though the type A and type B albums are almost double the price of what the regular version albums were. But yeah, I've bought a lot of albums. So I will be putting away probably full sets of cards once the group order's over, which is going to be nice. So I will definitely have a video sharing what they all look like at some point. But to close out this video, I've had some mixed thoughts when it comes to this mini album and this promotions. Mostly positive. I love the title track a lot. I think Minjun did a great job, and I think this is probably my favorite 2 p.m. Japanese title track to date. I think it just flows so well, and I love also seeing a lot of Taekyun and Chansung parts because they typically don't have a ton of lines in 2 p.m. group songs. So it's really nice to see them shine, and I think everyone really shines in their own specific parts for the videos. One thing I'll say is I'm really happy that we don't have music video images in this album. Maybe this is because I'm American, but I don't really like all the imagery with Junho and guns. I know this is a touchy subject, but when they revealed what the merchandise was for With Me Again, and they all have Junho just holding a gun like a prop, it just makes me feel a little bit uneasy and not really wanting to collect those cards at all. Which, coming from a big Junho card collector, I think is saying a lot. So very happy with the photo books in all these, and with the car scenes and I guess the room scenes. So that's good. When it comes to the other songs on this album, I was expecting that we would have some crossover with Must, but with this being advertised as a mini album, I was expecting more original songs. So it's a little disappointing that there's only really 3 new songs that came out of this mini album, especially when the albums are so expensive in Japan. And when it comes to the Japanese remakes of their songs, I think the Japanese version of Make It is interesting, especially the English parts. It did take a little getting used to. It's still catchy. I think it works well, though some of the English translations from the original Korean does sound a bit awkward, particularly the chorus part. But aside from that, I think it works well with this album, and it makes sense that they would include that here. Having 2 different remakes on this album, it makes me a bit eh, though I will say, as I mentioned earlier, I do like the remix of the title track. The remix of Make It is interesting. It's not my favorite. And while, of course, it takes work to make remakes, it does seem a bit lazy just to tack on 2 remakes and not new songs, especially when their audience is so big in Japan. I was expecting a little bit more for their first Japanese comeback as a group after their great group hiatus, or at least make this into a single album, not a mini album. That way it wouldn't be so expensive. But apart from the title track, the other 2 original songs I do like. The By My Side song I think is very sweet. The intro part is not my favorite. It took me a little bit to warm up to it, but overall I think the song is very sweet. And then I'm probably not going to pronounce this right, it's probably Urahara. The first song on here that Minjin wrote, I like a lot too. And it does introduce, I think, a new side to 2PM that we don't usually hear, especially not in their Japanese discography. So I think those were appropriate to add here. And I hope, because there weren't a lot of new songs here, we'll be getting a 2PM comeback sometime soon. Sometime hopefully early next year, that would be ideal. Or at least have them do more solo work sometime soon. That would be great, since we're still waiting on that Wooyoung solo album, and Junho sounds like he's preparing something soon. So I think it's going to be very exciting as a 2PM fan, and I'm sure we're going to just be inundated with a lot of new songs sometime very soon. But yeah, I guess that's all I really wanted to say when it comes to this album. I love the title track. And I think the packaging's nice. If they keep with this packaging for their single albums, as much as I do like consistency with what their older packaging was, it would be nice for them to sort of transition to something new. Kind of marking it as a new period for them after their military hiatus. So I could go either way, with them going back to their old packaging or kind of adopting this as their new packaging. And though if they just make this the new mini album packaging, I would be happy too with that. If they also do this for their solo albums, that'd be cool too. But we shall see what they end up doing. But I probably won't make my group order vlog for a while because the albums are slow coming. A few of the albums from different shops arrived to my proxy service, and I requested them to ship them out, but it's taken them a while to package them and ship them out. So I'm not expecting those to come for at least another week or so. But look forward to that video. And I also have an unboxing for their Must Making book. That's going to be coming out sometime later this month, which is exciting. I ordered that from Aladdin, which is a place I would recommend ordering it from because it does seem substantially cheaper than the other places, though there is a bit of a learning curve of how to order from them if you're not that familiar with their site as an overseas fan. So I'm going to link in my description kind of a guide I made on Twitter if you're interested in ordering from Aladdin. They, I think, ship via DHL to almost anywhere, with a few exceptions. So basically, if you can't accept DHL packages, they'll most likely be able to ship to you. But yeah, this video is getting rather long, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys have listened to this album, I'm curious what your thoughts are. And until my next video, bye guys.